I use these wipes, and then I'm gonna try this cleansing with wipes, and then rodent and fields. And then Young Living Clean Mist. This is a hair tie. Thieves bamboo toothbrush. This is a really good thing. And then you can tweeze your nose hairs. So the models are bloggers. The models are bloggers. But it's paid through an agency for 20 years. And they rejected Satanism for any prostitution by just sticking to an agency rate and not party promoting and working with the professional jobs booked through an agency for 20 years. And so they just didn't party with any investors, and they stuck to an agency rate. And they have kids the whole time. But some are single. But some of the single ones earn the most because they were working 16 hours a day. And other people hired an assistant 8 hours a day to do an agent's job since 2012. 2012 till 2021. And you can hire someone. But they did it themselves for their job in between 11 hours of traffic for 20 years. And it is Monday through Sunday, every day for 12 years. And then 8 agencies in 8 years since 2012. And it's their own agent since 2012, but their company is more successful, and it's how the agents get paid who work for them. And they get handpicked by the clients. And so they are more successful than any party promoting prostitution slave trade business. And so they bring in all of the taxes, and they're the way the government is paid and the celebrities are paid. And so it's the highest paid supermodels who booked the most amount of campaigns to be the highest paid on camera supermodel talent for commercials. And they earned the agency rate handpicked by the companies when it was replaced by a brothel for minimum wage employees, city to suburbia. And so they have the agency rate for 20 years, and they're the highest paid commercial talent. So they booked the most amount of campaigns for a 7-year period, the most amount of commercials for a 7-year period, the most amount of spots on TV for a 7-year period. And then it's LA, New York based as a referral for the international top percentage. And a few people got contracts for commercial contracts for $1 million a year, but it was replaced by slave trade 2007 so that they wouldn't even be with the agencies because they're not with a brothel for minimum wage since 2007 with a contract. And so they rejected 40 referral-based nudes where instead they're a supermodel, and they walked out and they booked the agency rate catalogs, e-commerce for Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, Macy's, every major department store. And then it's the agency rate. They got the catalog money in order to book co-productions with photographers who booked campaigns, commercials, theatrical, and they co-produced in order to book catalogs, in order to book the school blogging with an agency rate supporting all schools, separate from nudes or prostitution. Music videos, separate from that. And so anyone could party since 2007 for $3,000 a year of party promoting reels, stable jobs partying. But they're the only professional agency rate supermodel talent and producers. And they earned the $1.4 million that first 3-year period, $80,000 per job. So just know that that's what it is. And they were handpicked by the celebrities and the top percentage to book the spots on TV every year, rejecting the slave trade to be an employee. Where do you live? 365 days a year, city to suburbia. And it's their calling with God. So they booked the spots on TV through their resume, and they own the agencies for their kids, 2007. And they're the referral as the millennials, teens and 20s, for the Generation X supermodels, married couples with kids, with 14-year-olds. And they would own the agency for co-producing since 2007. So they booked the most amount of agency rate jobs. And they're the referral for an investor for celebrity sales.